So you want to move to New York, huh? Well, the first thing you need, patience, everyone, patience. You are going to experience the need for patience. And if you don't have it, goodbye! But right now, we are going to pick up 2 things we bought off Facebook Marketplace, which has been a useful resource. There's this constant flow, transientness of New York, people flowing in and out. And so they're always trying to get rid of things. Tables, desks, chairs, all the things, kitchen supplies, and often nice things that you will get at a good price because people just don't want to move those things. And don't run over the bikers, but be aggressive. Be aggressive. Next thing you must be willing to do is to work, because everything is a hustle. Flights of stairs everywhere. Thing you have to have, number 3. You need to be able to cope with frustration. If you think that your life is gonna be beautiful and perfect that first year, it's gonna be tough. But welcome to my neighborhood. This is East Williamsburg. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that there is no such thing as the perfect apartment. Perfect does not exist in New York City. In fact, you come to New York City to kind of exist in the slop. You know, slop. Rivers of God knows what. Finally cleaning up this mess. There's the place, there's Taya. But here's the backyard as is right now on April 7th, 2021. There is the possibility of a lot of things out here. Over the course of 2020, we tried composting in this guy. This is what became of it. Gardening. Look, Mom. Look, Dad.
About to plant, right over here, a blueberry, a blackberry, and a raspberry vine.
It won't be available for another 12 years.
Give us any fruit for a couple of years, so.
You're welcome, future.
But hopefully we'll have some more grass.
These things are noisy. I want to see it. I want to see your workout. Show me your workout. Show us your dance. It is May 13 now. The blue and the raz and the blackberry. The Japanese iris is still pretty small. And there's the spinach. Really not sure what he's doing, but I have this graveyard of ants. And this guy is like moving his fallen comrades for some reason. So you want to move to New York. Our downstairs basement was burglarized. The NYPD showed up, detectives, the forensic unit, but in the end, it's just stuff, right? Takoyaki! You've seen pictures of this wall? It used to be covered in music stuff and all my things. But no, we've had flooding. Flooding that's been happening for years and years and years. What do you think, Taya? You look very, oh my God. This is what you feel like kind of when you're a New Yorker. It is officially like summertime now. I'm happy about my vines. The spinach I've harvested several times now. I'm fighting the bugs, always fighting the weeds too. And then who knows what this has just gone bananas.
Right now, about every 20 to 30 minutes, I come down here and replace all of these towels. This is a 3-gallon bucket. I've filled up probably about 19 or 20 buckets at this point.
We just had an attempted break-in, not kidding. I'm downstairs in bed. I hear a rattling out in the downstairs area. I call out, there's a rustling, and then I hear a voice. Oh my God. Yeah, I had my lead pipe in my hand. I could have come out here, and everybody wants to be a hero, but then the moment comes and I'm sitting up in bed after it all thinking, what a wimp I am.
So the water's dripping from the windowsill, a few different spots.
B, what are you doing? July 22nd, 2021. Today I received an email. My lease will not be renewed. I mean, there's been flooding in the walls. There might be mold in the walls, and that is why I called 311. I'm kind of pissed that 311 is making problems for me by not actually solving any problems, but in the end getting me kicked out of my apartment. Even though I've come back to New York, I'm thinking about leaving New York again. And I've pretty much entirely failed at the gardening aspect of what I was trying to do in the backyard. My vines look good though. This was spinach. Now it's weird yellow flowers. And I guess these are tomatoes, a lot of it. I don't even know. You want to say anything?
long needle into my breast and they just put the wire inside. They have repositioned like 5 times, so they're just like.
Now we're gonna go up and have the surgery. How many times have we done this, B?
I don't know.
Too many, right? Living the dream. I feel like I'm pushed into a corner. I've even contacted a lawyer. And Michael's informing me that he had to clean up the neighbor's piss. Those leaks you're seeing coming from the upstairs neighbor. Yellow liquid that's smelly. So I have officially requested that I 10% off the rent. And the landlord probably thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not. This is all really happening. We have this berry tree. The beginnings of what would be my Japanese irises here. This is really the story of everything. The abundance of tomatoes. We didn't plant these, just our compost was really powerful. Palubi, what are you doing? It is now September of 2021 and I'm going to my first movie since that time with beloved Taya. Mikey Harris with us. What's the last movie you went to?
I don't know.
Mine was 1917. Oh my God. People, life. I guess we have to prepare, regardless of how heavy it comes down. This is part of the problem, is that even if it doesn't actually flood, we still have to prepare like it's going to flood. I called 311 again and tried to get with their housing department. The voicemail said they would call us back within 48 hours. That was a week ago. And I'm at my wit's end to know what to do. I couldn't work up the courage to withhold rent. And that seems like it's the only option that I have, other than just taking it. Flies all over your stuff. You know. And I have officially taken 10% of the rent out. So game on, I guess. So I will not just lay down and take this. I will fight. Got still, after however long it's been, a penis-shaped pee stain from the leak that we had like 2 months ago. Are you having fun yet, B? No. It started raining again. It is October 26th, and this is persisting. I got a message from some random company. Couldn't reply to it. You are short this much in rent. Maybe you should check with your bank? As if I hadn't explained in about 1,000 emails. I was super nervous over the course of my Christmas away if it was going to snow, rain, flood in here. They did come fix the upstairs pee stain. January 29th, 2022. It's cold, but that's New York. And I am dreading moving. Spent, I don't know, over a decade of life from apartment to apartment in New York. So 10 years maybe in New York, actually with an apartment here. I've probably been in 7 different apartments. Rent goes up, problems happen, roommates leave. New York is a transient place. I find myself asking myself, why am I staying here?
Super cold. Freezing right now.
More fun living the dream in New York. This is our upstairs neighbor. March has come, which means to move out this circus, we'll move on to the next one. Pretty much how this project living here has gone. But the chimes still chime, as tangled as they may be. Hi, B. This is the first apartment we've looked at. It is March 5th, I think, today. We are in Gowanus. Here's some New York terminology for you. A walk-up. What do you think, Taya? Let it all begin. Whoa, that will make things grow. Apartment hunting day. It's a rainy Sunday. And remember that thing I said about patience? You need patience in New York City? Well, when looking for an apartment in New York City, you need the opposite of patience. You need haste. You need to jump on top of it immediately because it could be gone an hour later. Apartment was over there. Brooklyn Park Slope. There was a 12% fee on that one of the annual rent. As we start to draw near to where this no fee apartment is, I don't even know what neighborhood we're now in.
It's not bad, but the area is just like nothing.
We're back in Park Slope-ish vibes, but definitely not in Park Slope. I think Stuyvesant Heights, 12% on a broker fee. It's just gangster. This is one that might be available. We don't know yet. Wait till you see the hallway, though. I must say that I'm disappointed in all of them. Okay, you're a young artist, you want to come to New York? You better be prepared to just have random roommates and pay too much or bounce around from sublet to sublet. I make decent money, and it's still just painful. That says over 20,000 steps today. Well, I liked that apartment. We're in Bushwick now. So weird. I ring the bell. The lady who's living there now, she's on a Zoom call, and I'm just walking through her apartment looking at her apartment and living space. This is what they call a luxury building. It's got a gazebo. I don't know why I'm talking in that ridiculous accent, but now I'm gonna go check out the apartment. I show up at those apartments, and oh, guess what? The rent is not what's listed. The rent is quite a bit more. Bait and switch. A lot of New York is a bait and switch. Sunset Park. Didn't think I would go this far out, but it's a time of new beginnings and stranger things. Lots of crosses and churches.
$10. Yes.
Got some cookies. Let's be real, this is my New York vibe. Like Ty said, it feels like Fort Greene, but not. Or Park Slope. The brownstone feel. Do you have anything to say about the current New York City market? You can be in my movie.
Man, it's freaking hot. And this is the best.
Hot in a good way, hot in a bad way?
I mean, good and bad, right?
Yeah, good for you.
Everybody's moving back, city's back to normal, but prices are definitely going up.
Yeah.
Unless you get a rent stabilized 3-bedroom for $2,100 like this guy. With views of Manhattan.
That's right. Hang on. Let's see that. We've come to the end. Why are you still here? We're packing Taya. The experiment of moving back to New York has not gone as planned. But what does go as planned? Things evolve and change. We evolve and change. Michael is gone now, and I'm sad to see my friend go. We're in a different phase of life. And the disappointment that we've found, and the hardship, we take that and we shift and we grow and we hopefully learn and evolve. We move on. And this grass will still grow, and the basement will probably still flood. The chimes break, apparently. Decided to keep my Japanese irises. I did hear from my management, landlord, whoever they are, but I think the moral of this story, and something that I want to express in this time, is be good to each other. Somebody just left this nugget of joy for me, and I think this truck might be too small for all our stuff. Oh. I asked Michael what his thoughts were about this whole thing with the landlord, and he said, well, yeah, you know, it's about your ego and the desire to be right. It's the door, and this is what we're dealing with. I don't want it to be about ego. Is it about ego? Is it all about my desire to be right? I mean, I'm trying to protect myself here, which may sound stupid, because there are much bigger problems in the world than any of the problems in this video. We've got to fight for justice, don't we? Or is that just an ego? But I don't like being all consumed with what's right and what's wrong. I don't know. That hit me, though.